7 secret words men use when they're madly in love. Understanding his true feelings. Stoicism. True love is not just about what you say, but what you do. This quote embodies the heart of modern Stoicism, the belief that love is best expressed through actions, commitment, and emotional depth. Welcome to Stoic in Your Life, where we uncover the Stoic secrets that can enhance your understanding of relationships, helping you find deeper connections and personal growth. In today's video, we're exploring the 7 secret words men use when they're madly in love. These words often go unnoticed, yet they carry profound meaning, revealing a man's emotional commitment through subtle expressions. Have you ever wondered if your partner's actions truly reflect his feelings? Or perhaps you felt unsure about how love is communicated in your relationship. This video will shed light on the hidden meanings behind these words and help you navigate love with more clarity. What have you learned about love that goes beyond words? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. Don't forget to like and share if this video resonates with you. 7 secret words men use when they're madly in love. Number 1. Us. When a man says us, it's not just a word. It's a powerful symbol of a deeper connection. Have you ever noticed how it shifts the entire conversation? Suddenly, you're not just 2 separate people with your own lives. You're a united front thinking and planning together. This one little word reveals a lot about how he views the future of your relationship. When he speaks of us, his perspective has moved beyond the short-term or individual desires. He's no longer thinking in terms of I, but instead in terms of we, and this shift shows a level of emotional maturity and long-term commitment that's rare. He's no longer treating the relationship like something temporary or fleeting. He sees you as an equal part of his life journey. And this isn't just about talking the talk, it's about walking the walk. For him, your dreams, needs, and aspirations are just as important as his own. That's the essence of true partnership, don't you think? Have you ever had a conversation where he suddenly brings up future plans that involve you, like trips or big life decisions, and you realize he's thinking long-term? For instance, instead of saying, "I'm planning to go away next year," he might say, "Let's plan a trip for next year." It's a subtle but powerful change in how he speaks, a commitment to sharing everything, not just in the present, but in the future too. This is modern Stoicism in action, a philosophy that emphasizes living with virtue and wisdom, focusing on what truly matters and working together to create something lasting. He's telling you in a way that's hard to ignore that your futures are connected. It's not just about what he wants anymore. It's about building something bigger, something lasting, a life where you both thrive. I think this shift, this use of us, is such a telling moment in a relationship. It's about growth. When he includes you in his vision for the future, when he talks about we and not just I, you can feel that emotional bond deepening. You're not just 2 people living alongside each other. You're 2 people creating a shared path, supporting one another's growth. Isn't that a beautiful thought? How can you begin to nurture this kind of us mentality in your own relationship? Maybe it's something as simple as planning a small future together, whether it's a trip, a shared goal, or even just a weekend getaway. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." So often we get caught up in thinking that our dreams and goals are too far apart. But when we start using words like us, we begin to realize that those fears are often just in our heads. He's already showing you that your lives are meant to intertwine. This mindset isn't just about commitment. It's about mutual growth, trust, and the understanding that you both are integral parts of each other's futures. What's more, it's about seeing the value in working together to build something beautiful. When he talks about us, it's a Clear sign he's thinking not just of today, but of the many tomorrows that could be yours. What does it mean for you when you hear him say us? It means that he's emotionally invested and sees you as an equal, as a partner in the journey. It's a signal that the connection you share is not just about fleeting moments, but about something enduring, something bigger than the two of you alone. If he's using us in his language, it might just be time to ask yourself, how are you investing in this shared future? How can you ensure that the bond you're building together is as strong as the one he's envisioning? After all, isn't it one of the core teachings of modern Stoicism to focus on what we can control and build something virtuous and lasting? When you embrace the idea of us, you're embracing a future full of shared growth, mutual respect, and a commitment that transcends mere words. Number 2. Safe. When a man tells you that you're safe with him, the weight of those words goes far beyond the idea of just physical security. He's offering you something much deeper, more profound, emotional safety. In this moment, he is giving you a promise, one that assures you that you can be your true, authentic self with him without fear of judgment or betrayal. It's not just a reassurance that you're protected physically, but emotionally as well. To feel safe in his presence means you have the freedom to show all the layers of who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your flaws, and know that he will accept them with compassion and understanding. There's no fear of rejection, no concern about being judged harshly. This kind of safety isn't just a throwaway word or something lightly said. It's a reflection of his deep care and respect for you. And it's the foundation of a healthy, trusting relationship. When he says you're safe, he is letting you know that he values you, not just as a partner, but as an individual with emotions and needs that deserve to be treated with consideration and love. Emotional safety means that he is not just there for the good times, but for the difficult ones too. It's a promise that no matter what challenges life throws your way, he will stand by your side, unwavering in his commitment to your emotional well-being. Think about the times when you've been anxious or uncertain, when the weight of life's demands felt overwhelming. During those moments, his support can feel like an anchor, steady and strong, offering you the space to express your worries without fear of being belittled or dismissed. This emotional safety means he listens to you when you need to talk, offering comfort and solace in a way that makes you feel understood. It's not just about him offering words of reassurance. It's about him actively making sure you feel safe, seen, and valued in the relationship. This safety is not passive. It's an ongoing, active choice that he makes every single day. It's the small everyday actions that show you that your emotional needs matter. Whether it's checking in with you after a rough day, offering a shoulder to lean on when you're feeling down, or simply creating a space where you can speak freely. These are the moments that define what it means to feel truly safe in a relationship. The power of safety in this sense comes from both his actions and his words, and they work together to build a sense of security that helps the relationship grow stronger over time. This is the essence of what it means to offer safety in a relationship. It's not just in the words, but in the consistency of actions that back them up. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This applies here, in the face of any harm or emotional distress you may have experienced in the past. His effort to provide you with safety is a deliberate and conscious act of healing and support. He wants to create a space in your relationship where you can both be vulnerable, where you don't have to worry about betrayal or hurt, but can instead focus on growing closer with each passing day. The concept of safety in a relationship is rooted in a deep sense of trust, respect, and understanding. It's about knowing that no matter what challenges come your way, you can weather them together. Emotional safety allows you both to be real with each other, to express your innermost feelings without fear of judgment. It's a promise that nothing, whether external pressures or internal struggles, can break the bond that you share. So when he tells you that you're safe with him, understand that it's more than just words. It's a powerful commitment, to nurturing and protecting the emotional connection between you, to ensure that no matter what life may bring, you will always feel valued, loved, and cherished in his presence. Number 3. Forever. When a man uses the word forever, it holds an immense weight that can sometimes go unnoticed, but it's one of the clearest signs of his true feelings and commitment. Forever isn't just a word. It's a statement of deep emotional investment and unwavering devotion. You see, when he says forever, it's not a passing thought or a fleeting expression of affection. No, it's a promise that extends well beyond the moment, showing that he envisions a life with you that transcends the temporary hurdles of today. It reflects his longing for something lasting, something that endures through the challenges and triumphs that life inevitably brings. It speaks to his desire for a partnership that is not simply for the short term, but one that will withstand the trials of time and all that the future holds. As Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "True love is eternal, not bound by time." This simple yet profound word, forever, isn't just about envisioning a few years together. It's about his belief in the longevity of your bond, a connection that he sees as unbreakable, no matter the circumstances. When he speaks of the future, he doesn't just say he likes you now, but that he wants to grow old with you. A clear and intimate indication that he sees you, not just as a temporary companion but as his partner for life. It's an expression of love grounded in a deep sense of loyalty and consistency, where actions will match the words. His commitment isn't based on the whims of the present, but on a vision of building something strong and enduring, brick by brick, over the years. This unwavering devotion goes hand in hand with modern Stoicism, where focus is placed on what is within our control, our actions, our thoughts, our values. When a man says forever, he is expressing his deepest emotional truth. He is ready to take on life's journey with you, side by side, no matter what it brings. If he is truly committed, his behavior will reflect this too, proving that his words are not just empty promises, but declarations of his heartfelt intention to grow with you and to navigate the future together. For you, this word should resonate as a signal that the man before you is serious about what lies ahead, and it's an opportunity for you to embrace that future with open arms, knowing that your commitment to each other will stand strong, no matter what life throws your way. To join our community, we'd love to hear from you. Comment, "I embrace" forever below if you believe in the power of long-term commitment and devotion. Your participation helps us create a supportive and respectful space where everyone can grow together. By sharing your thoughts, you're contributing to a community that values loyalty, strength, and the enduring connections we build in life. Let's keep the conversation going and inspire each other to embrace the journey of building lasting relationships. Number 4. Proud. When a man tells you he's proud of you, it means so much more than just complimenting your looks or accomplishments. It's a reflection of deep, genuine love. Imagine this. Pride isn't just a casual acknowledgement of something you've done. It's an expression of respect for who you are at your core. When someone says they are proud of you, they aren't just admiring your achievements. They're recognizing your worth as a person, the qualities that make you unique, the values you uphold, and everything you stand for. It's not about control or possession. It's about seeing the entirety of you and honoring that. In a loving relationship, pride means that a man isn't afraid to tell the world that he chose you, not out of obligation, but out of deep admiration for the person you've become and the life you're building together. He'll speak about you with warmth and respect, whether he's talking to his friends, family, or peers. He'll share your successes, but not in a way that makes it seem like he's boasting. He'll do it because he genuinely admires everything you bring into his life. It's uplifting to hear, isn't it? To know that someone sees you for more than just your appearance or what you can do, but truly values you for who you are and all that you've worked for. It brings a sense of security, trust, and mutual respect to the relationship, doesn't it? This kind of pride isn't about flaunting you or trying to show others what he's got. It's about him being open and proud of you in front of everyone, because he recognizes your intrinsic value, not just behind closed doors but in public too. When he says, "She's the one I'm proud to be with because of the amazing things she's achieved," that's not just a casual comment. It's an affirmation of his love and respect. He's telling you, and the world, that he appreciates everything you bring to the relationship and that he recognizes the strength, the effort, and the accomplishments you've achieved along the way. Can you imagine how that would make you feel? It's not about giving you compliments for the sake of it. It's about an authentic expression of admiration. It's about a deep bond that can only come from a love that's built on respect and mutual admiration. The next time he tells you he's proud of you, remember that those words carry weight. They aren't just passing remarks, they're Stoic secrets. They reflect his true feelings for you and show that he values you for who you are, beyond the surface. This kind of pride fosters a connection that strengthens the relationship, making it solid and unbreakable. It's a quiet, everyday affirmation of the love you share. So, how does pride play a role in your relationships? Have you ever felt the power of that kind of respect and love from someone? Think about how those moments helped you see yourself in a new, brighter light. Number 5. Need. When a man tells you that he needs you, what do you think he means by those words? It's easy to misinterpret this as a sign of weakness or dependency. But when a man uses the word need, it's important to recognize that it isn't about clinging to you or demanding something from you. It's about a deeper, more profound emotional bond. He is not saying that he cannot live without you, but rather that your presence in his life brings him something valuable that goes beyond the surface. This deeper understanding of love, especially in the context of modern Stoicism, challenges the idea that love is about possession or control. Instead, it teaches us that love is about mutual support, respect, and understanding. A Stoic man understands that love isn't just a physical or material experience. It is a connection that transcends those things. When he says, "I need you," he's expressing how integral you are to his emotional well-being. It's not about filling a void in his life with material possessions. It's about the emotional strength and comfort you provide that makes his life more meaningful. This need isn't born out of desperation, but from a quiet recognition that your presence adds something irreplaceable to his life. It's a realization that together, you are more than the sum of your individual parts. Think about it. Have you ever stopped to consider how love can truly feel like a partnership? A relationship that strengthens both individuals, helping each one grow, face challenges, and overcome difficulties? How often do we experience love this way? So often we hear the phrase, "I need you," and we think it's a sign of dependency, when in reality it's a recognition of the role you play in his emotional strength and personal growth. A relationship where both people bring out the best in each other is one to be cherished. Wouldn't you agree? In his eyes, your companionship is essential to his happiness. Your shared experiences, your support, and your love form the foundation of his sense of fulfillment. This kind of need speaks to a deeper connection, one that transcends fleeting emotions or shallow interactions. It's a need that is rooted in love, mutual respect, and emotional resonance. This is not about control. It's about deep, existential bonding that shapes how each of you views and experiences life. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods." When a man tells you he needs you, think of it as an acknowledgement that your shared journey together enriches both of your lives, making each moment more valuable and meaningful. This is modern Stoicism in action, recognizing that love doesn't diminish us but rather empowers us. It helps us become better versions of ourselves. Isn't this the kind of relationship we should all strive for? One that pushes us to grow, to be stronger, and to live more fully. And how can you show appreciation for someone who helps bring that kind of strength into your life? How can you recognize and honor the deep emotional connection that makes love a powerful force for good in your own journey? These are questions worth reflecting on, don't you think? Number 6. Safe place. When a man tells you he wants to be your safe place, he is offering you something profound, a commitment to emotional protection, security, and understanding. In the context of love, a safe place isn't just a physical space. It's a mental and emotional sanctuary. It's a place where you can be yourself completely, without the fear of being judged or rejected. Think of it as a refuge where all your vulnerabilities can be laid bare, without any worry that they will be used against you. It's a sacred space where both of you are free to be honest and vulnerable with each other. In that moment, the external world fades away and it's just the two of you creating a bond of trust and empathy. When a man says he wants to be your safe place, he is expressing his deep desire to protect your emotional world from the harshness of life, providing a steady anchor when everything around you feels uncertain or overwhelming. It's more than just comforting you during tough times. It's about being present with you without hesitation, even in moments of weakness. In those moments when life feels overwhelming, your partner will be there, offering reassurance and comfort. He'll listen to you, not just with his ears, but with his heart, ready to understand your feelings and give you the emotional care you need. For example, if you're feeling anxious or insecure, he won't dismiss your feelings or tell you to just get over it. Instead, he'll offer comforting words and actions that remind you of your strength, and he'll be by your side as you navigate your emotions. This is the essence of love, creating a space where vulnerability is met with empathy, where your fears and insecurities are welcomed, and where you feel safe to explore your feelings without fear of judgment. As a Stoic once said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." In relationships, this means that when things get tough, you don't respond with frustration or defensiveness. Instead, you remain calm and offer your partner the safety and security they need. Just like the Stoics teach us to be resilient in the face of adversity, a loving partner embodies that same strength, offering you a sense of emotional stability when life feels unpredictable. Creating this safe place requires intention and effort, but it's one of the most meaningful ways to demonstrate love. It's an invitation to be seen and heard, no matter how messy or imperfect things might feel. And in return, you'll feel empowered, knowing that no matter what happens, you have someone who will always be there to support you, listen to you, and protect your emotional well-being. Modern life is filled with constant pressure and stress, but it's through these safe places, these moments of emotional refuge, that we find the strength to endure and grow. When we are vulnerable with someone and they respond with love and care, it deepens our connection and helps us navigate life's challenges more effectively. So when he says he wants to be your safe place, know that it's not just about protecting you from the world. It's about building a partnership where love, support, and trust are the foundations. And in this space, you are free to be yourself completely, knowing that your partner will always be there to stand by you, no matter what the world throws your way. By embracing this concept, you too can offer the same sense of safety and security to him, creating a mutual bond that is rooted in understanding and respect. That's the power of love, and that's the beauty of a safe place. If you're still here, you're clearly someone who values deeper levels of love and connection. I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts or personal experiences in the comments about what creating a safe place in a relationship means to you. If you're stuck for words, just drop the phrase, "Love protects, trust grows," to let us know you've gotten this far. Let's learn and grow together. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more insightful content. Number 7. Forever in action. We often hear the word forever, but it's not just the utterance of the word that matters, it's the actions that follow it. To truly understand what a man means when he says forever, you need to look beyond the words, and see how they manifest in his actions. The real meaning of forever lies in the ongoing commitment he shows you every single day. It's easy to say that you love someone forever, but love in its truest form isn't just about talking. It's about actively living that love. A man who is deeply in love doesn't just make promises. He lives by them. When times are tough, he's there. When you need support, he offers it without hesitation. Love becomes an action, an ongoing promise that demonstrates he will stay by your side, even in the most difficult circumstances. When he says forever, he's not speaking of a fleeting moment. Instead, he's speaking to a long-term commitment that remains steadfast, unwavering, and deeply rooted in his actions. It's about choosing to stay, choosing to support, and choosing to make the effort every single day. The word forever can sometimes be a lofty ideal, but a man who truly loves you knows it requires consistent effort. This commitment is often shown in the little things, like taking the time to listen when you're frustrated, offering help when you need it, or simply being present when life becomes challenging. His actions speak louder than any vow he could ever make. It's not about grand gestures, it's about the small daily affirmations that confirm his love and dedication. In times of hardship, his response will be clear. We will get through this together. He doesn't shy away from difficult moments. Instead, he faces them head-on with you by his side, proving that his commitment to the relationship is unshakable. The strength of his love becomes evident in his consistent actions to support you through every trial and tribulation. It's easy for someone to say they love you forever, but the true measure of that love is seen in his willingness to show up day after day and do what's necessary to make the relationship work. It's like the Stoic idea of love and duty, where a person's true commitment isn't measured by their feelings alone, but by their actions. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This aligns perfectly with the idea of living out your commitments, not just saying the words, but embodying them every day. In modern Stoicism, we understand that our actions define our values, and a man who loves you will show that love through his actions, not just in fleeting moments of affection. It's a daily effort, an ongoing choice, and one that brings depth and meaning to the concept of forever. So if you're wondering whether a man truly loves you, look beyond what he says. See how he acts. Does he show up for you in both the easy and hard times? Does he choose to invest in the relationship day after day, no matter the challenges? If so, then forever isn't just a word, it's a reality. Through the lens of modern Stoicism, we know that actions speak louder than words, and true love is a commitment that endures the test of time, not just in moments of joy, but especially through the storms. The next time you hear him say forever, ask yourself, is he showing it too? The answer will tell you everything you need to know about the depth of his love. The words a man uses when he's deeply in love can reveal a lot about his feelings and thoughts. Each word isn't just an expression of affection, but a reflection of the depth of his soul and the desires he has for the relationship. From us to forever, these words illuminate the commitments and ideals a man holds in love. We've just explored the 7 secret words men use when they're madly in love, and now it's time to dive deeper into how Stoic philosophy can help us understand a man's love even more. Stoic insights on understanding a man's love. Before we continue, let's take a closer look at how Stoic philosophy can bring clarity to how a man expresses his love. Stoicism not only helps us understand the essence of love, but also enables us to build a more resilient and mature love. Let's explore these Stoic principles to gain a deeper understanding of the actions and emotions in love. Don't miss out. We have some exciting revelations ahead in this section. Number 1. The Stoic approach to love. When it comes to love, many people expect it to be an overwhelming, passionate whirlwind of emotions. But have you ever wondered what it would be like if love was approached with more balance, steadiness, and clarity? This is exactly where Stoicism comes in, offering a unique perspective on how men can approach love when they're deeply invested in someone. As a Stoic man, I've learned that love doesn't need to be chaotic or dominated by wild emotions. Instead, it can be steady, thoughtful, and deeply fulfilling. Stoic secrets, which focus on self-control, resilience, and inner peace, reveal that love requires more than passion. It also needs patience and wisdom. Imagine a relationship where both partners respect each other's individuality, without the pressure to validate one another constantly. Instead of trying to fill gaps or looking for validation in another person, the Stoic approach encourages both partners to grow individually, appreciating each other as they are. It's about finding strength in your emotions without allowing them to dictate your actions. Think of it like this. A Stoic doesn't get swept up in the highs and lows of love. He accepts both as a natural part of the journey. In fact, his calm and steady approach to love often speaks louder than any dramatic or grand gestures. Maybe you've been in a relationship where your partner showed love not through constant compliments or over-the-top displays, but through quiet consistency and reliability, even when things weren't perfect. This is the essence of the Stoic man's love: steady, reliable, and rooted in a deep understanding of self and the other person. You see, for a Stoic, love is not about needing validation, but about creating mutual respect, balance, and emotional resilience. This way, love remains grounded, with both partners building a stronger foundation that isn't swayed by fleeting emotions, but by shared values and commitment. Have you noticed how sometimes in a relationship, it's not the big gestures that matter most, but the quiet, steady support during challenging times? This is the Stoic way of loving, through emotional consistency. It's clear that a Stoic approach to love is not about avoiding emotions, but learning how to harness them. Think of it as training your heart and mind to respond with intention and clarity, rather than being overwhelmed by emotional impulses. Wouldn't it be amazing to have this kind of love? A love that's not about proving anything, but about growing together? By embracing Stoic secrets in love, you can create a relationship that's less about chaos and more about calm. A love that's not just about surviving the ups and downs, but about thriving in them together. By the end of this journey, one thing is clear: love in its truest form is more about balance than about fireworks. It's about emotional maturity, consistency, and the quiet power of patience. It's the kind of love that lasts. So as you reflect on this approach, ask yourself, how can you embrace the Stoic mindset in your relationships? How might understanding and practicing self-control lead you to a deeper connection with someone you care about? Number 2. How Stoicism influences commitment. Have you ever thought about what true commitment in a relationship really looks like? Beyond the initial excitement, beyond the butterflies, true commitment is not about fleeting emotions. It's a conscious, deliberate choice, one that stems from understanding your values and what truly matters. For a Stoic man, commitment is more than just making promises. It's about showing up every day, putting in the effort, and staying loyal to the principles that bind you together. Imagine being in a relationship where love isn't just based on temporary feelings, but a solid foundation built on respect, effort, and shared growth. Isn't that the kind of love you want? One that can withstand anything life throws at it? In Stoicism, commitment is tested by life's challenges. Stoics know that obstacles are inevitable. They're a part of the journey, and that's where commitment becomes truly powerful. A Stoic man understands that love doesn't just appear when things are easy. It's about standing by your partner through tough times, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Stoicism teaches that we don't need to give in to emotional extremes, whether it's the highs of infatuation or the lows of frustration. Instead, we stay steady, focused on the long-term vision, the shared love and future we're building together. A Stoic man's commitment isn't about how he feels in the moment. It's about a deliberate decision every day to be there for his partner, to support them through the ups and downs, and to align his actions with his values. Think about it. When faced with a tough decision, he doesn't act impulsively or let emotions cloud his judgment. He takes the time to reflect on what's best for both of you, considering the long-term impact on your future. Isn't that what we all need? Someone who doesn't just react, but responds thoughtfully to challenges? As the Stoic philosopher, Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset is the essence of Stoic commitment. It's understanding that obstacles will come, but real love endures through them. A man who practices these principles remains unwavering in his dedication. When things get tough, he doesn't give up. He stays steady and keeps building a strong, stable foundation for your relationship. Doesn't this sound like the kind of love you deserve? A love that grows stronger, not weaker, when times get hard? In everyday life, think about a situation where a tough decision arises, whether it's a move or a career change that impacts both of you. A Stoic man won't be swayed by momentary emotions or selfish desires. He will focus on what's best for both of you, considering the values you share and how the decision impacts your future. This kind of commitment, based on rational thought and steady dedication, creates a relationship that lasts. What would it look like for you to embody this kind of commitment in your own life? How can you apply Stoic principles in your relationships? It might not always be easy, but I believe that when you approach commitment with the calmness and clarity of a Stoic, your relationship won't just survive, it will thrive. This is the kind of enduring commitment that modern Stoicism encourages. A commitment built on strength, clarity, and a shared vision of the future. What kind of commitment are you building in your life today? Number 3, emotional resilience in love. When it comes to emotional resilience in love, it's about navigating the ups and downs of a relationship with strength, patience, and a steady resolve. This quality is particularly important to a Stoic man who believes that love is truly tested and strengthened in times of hardship. Rather than being overwhelmed by conflict or challenges, he sees these moments as opportunities to deepen his connection with you. His approach to love isn't one of avoiding difficulty, but rather facing it head-on with composure and maturity. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In a relationship, this means that a Stoic partner doesn't let external struggles tear the bond you share. Instead, he uses the tough times to fortify the relationship, turning adversity into a shared experience that builds trust and understanding between the two of you. He recognizes that love is not just about the good times, but about committing to one another even when life tests you both. Think about the times you faced stress, whether from work, family, or personal challenges. When you were feeling overwhelmed, a Stoic man would stay calm and grounded, offering support in ways that allow you to work through the situation together, as a team. His resilience creates a safe space where you can express your concerns without fear of judgment, knowing he will remain steady and unshaken, ready to face whatever comes your way. This ability to remain calm, present, and supportive during difficult times is a key aspect of emotional resilience. It's not about pretending everything is perfect, but rather about confronting struggles with a shared commitment to growth. In today's fast-paced world, emotional resilience is more important than ever. With the constant demands of modern life, relationships often face stressors that can shake even the strongest foundations. Yet when two people in love are resilient, together they can weather any storm. The Stoic secrets of patience, understanding, and calmness are powerful tools to help you face the challenges of life and love. So when your partner demonstrates emotional resilience, know that it's a commitment to you, to your relationship, and to building something lasting and meaningful, no matter what life throws your way. Let me ask you, if you're ready to face every challenge in love and build a lasting relationship, then take action now. Like this video and comment below. Stay calm through challenges, grow stronger together. Because in love, Strength doesn't come from avoiding difficulties, but from facing them together. Number 4. The role of sacrifice in deep love. When a man speaks of love, he often understands that true affection goes far beyond the warm words or grand gestures that may seem to define romance. At its core, deep love involves sacrifice, a principle that's especially significant from a Stoic perspective. The Stoic man knows that love isn't always about receiving, but rather about giving. The act of giving, especially in a relationship, may require personal sacrifice, but it's not something done begrudgingly. Rather, he willingly embraces these sacrifices, seeing them as an investment, not just in his own well-being, but in the long-term happiness and fulfillment of both partners. When he makes a sacrifice, he does so with the understanding that it ultimately strengthens the bond between you and fosters the deeper connection that is so vital to lasting love. In fact, as the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This rings true when it comes to love. The sacrifices he makes, no matter how big or small, aren't done out of expectation or to gain something in return. They are expressions of a love rooted in selflessness and understanding. He knows that real love requires effort, compromise, and a willingness to put the needs of his partner before his own, without resentment. The sacrifices aren't always monumental or dramatic. They often appear in the little moments. It could be something as simple as adjusting his plans for the evening to make sure you're comfortable, or prioritizing your emotional needs over his own in a moment of difficulty, and in those times when you're struggling, he may choose to delay or even abandon his personal goals for a while to offer you his unwavering support, demonstrating that he truly values your emotional health and stability over all else. In the context of modern Stoicism, it's about understanding that happiness doesn't come from selfishly pursuing one's desires, but from contributing to the well-being of those we love. The strength of his commitment is in his actions, not just in words, but in the quiet, everyday acts of love that reflect his dedication. His sacrifice becomes a symbol of his deep affection and a testament to the foundation of mutual respect that holds your relationship together. So when you experience these moments of sacrifice, remember they aren't a burden or a transaction. They are, in fact, the building blocks of a love that lasts, one that is grounded in modern Stoicism, where love and respect are intertwined in a way that benefits both partners. This kind of love doesn't just survive the tests of time. It flourishes because it's built on the understanding that sacrifice is never one-sided, but a continuous act of shared growth. Number 5. Stoic virtues in love. When a man deeply loves you, he embodies the Stoic virtues of wisdom and self-control, and you can feel it in every interaction. Let me take you through what that really means, so you can recognize it for yourself. A Stoic man doesn't just love impulsively or based on fleeting emotions. His love is thoughtful, guided by wisdom. Wisdom in love means he makes decisions that are not only for the short term, but benefit the relationship in the long run. It's not about reacting on a whim or getting caught up in the heat of the moment. It's about taking a step back and considering how his actions affect both of you. A Stoic man understands that love is about collaboration, not about getting what he wants at the expense of the other. Have you ever had a moment when you were frustrated, but your partner remained calm, took a breath, and made a decision that made everything feel right? That's the wisdom of love. It's about seeing the bigger picture and knowing what's best for both partners. But wisdom alone isn't enough. A Stoic man also brings the virtue of self-control into his relationship. This is crucial, especially when things get tough. Self-control means he doesn't let his emotions take over and lead him to act rashly. He doesn't let frustration or anger cloud his judgment. Instead, he holds his emotions in check, choosing instead to approach challenges with clarity and calmness. It's not about suppressing his feelings, it's about controlling his reactions. Think about it. Have you ever had a disagreement where emotions were running high, but your partner remained composed and took the time to truly listen, not immediately retaliate with their own anger or frustration? That's the power of self-control. A Stoic man knows that acting out of ego or selfishness only damages relationships. A man who practices Stoic virtues in love doesn't jump to conclusions or rush to judgment. Instead, he takes time to understand your feelings, considering both sides before acting. It's not about winning an argument but finding a resolution that strengthens the relationship. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're having an argument, and instead of escalating things with raised voices or harsh words, your partner stays calm. He listens to your perspective with genuine interest, and then, using his wisdom, he suggests a solution that addresses both of your needs. This approach doesn't just resolve the conflict, it builds trust and deepens emotional connection. He doesn't allow frustration to cloud his judgment. He uses his self-control to find the calm, rational space needed to find a way forward. So what do you think? Can you see how wisdom and self-control can help relationships thrive, even in the toughest times? Do you think you've experienced this kind of love before, where emotional balance is maintained and mutual respect guides both partners toward solutions rather than fights? When a man brings these Stoic virtues into his relationship, he creates a space of mutual respect, calm, and understanding that supports a deeper, more meaningful connection. And the best part? It's not just about handling conflicts. These virtues also lay the foundation for building trust and harmony, making the relationship stronger every day. This is the power of Stoic secrets in love. So the next time you see your partner displaying wisdom and self-control, remember, these virtues aren't just traits, they're signs of deep, genuine love. Number 6. Trust and integrity in love. When a man tells you he trusts you, what does it really mean? Trust isn't just a fleeting word. It's the foundation that holds a relationship together, especially when you're talking about a Stoic man. Trust for him isn't something that can be taken for granted. It's earned, nurtured, and protected through consistent actions that align with his values. It's more than just not lying or cheating. It's about integrity, the core principle that drives everything he does in the relationship. Integrity means he is truthful with you, reliable, and ensures his actions match his words. If you think about it, how often do we hear promises only to see them broken later? For a Stoic man, he'll never make promises lightly. When he commits, he follows through because his word is his bond. This sense of trust goes beyond the physical aspects of loyalty. It's emotional and psychological reliability. He shows up for you day after day, creating a safe space where you can both be vulnerable without fear. Isn't that what we all want in a partner? A relationship where you feel emotionally secure and supported, where you know that your partner has your back no matter what. What happens when he makes a mistake? Does he hide it, hoping it will go unnoticed? A Stoic man believes that true integrity means owning up to his mistakes, acknowledging them, and doing what it takes to make amends. In a way, he understands that his errors are opportunities to build trust, not destroy it. When he admits a fault, it's not about protecting his pride. It's about valuing the relationship more than his ego. I think we can all agree that it's easy to get caught up in wanting to be right or avoiding confrontation, but there's something powerful about humility in a relationship, isn't there? In fact, Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." So, when he admits his mistakes and seeks to make things right, he's not just fixing an issue. He's strengthening the bond between you both. Trust isn't just built overnight. It's a slow, steady process that takes time. Just like building a solid house, it requires a strong foundation. This is modern Stoicism at work. It's about creating a relationship where trust is valued and continuously nurtured through integrity and honest actions. A Stoic partner knows that you cannot have a successful relationship without both people feeling safe to express their vulnerabilities. He builds that safety by being reliable, by being true to his word and by showing up for you emotionally. How often do we stop to think about the trust we share with our partners? How many relationships have been damaged by broken promises, dishonesty, or neglect? When he says, "I trust you," you know that it's not just a passing comment. It's a deep commitment to honesty and reliability in the relationship. If you think about the relationships you admire, what stands out to you? Isn't it the partners who are consistent, who show up no matter what, and who own up to their mistakes? I think this is a big part of why Stoicism resonates so much in modern relationships. It teaches us that love isn't just about passion and excitement. It's about respect, trust, and integrity that stand the test of time. So when he tells you he trusts you, know that it's not just words. It's a reflection of how much he values the emotional foundation you're both building together. This is the essence of love that's rooted in modern Stoicism. Love that is grounded, dependable, and real. Number 7. Why a man's love is tested by time. In relationships, particularly long-term ones, the true test of love isn't how intense it is at the beginning, but how it stands the test of time. From a Stoic perspective, love is not a fleeting emotion that burns brightly for a while before fading. Rather, it is something that matures and deepens as it faces the inevitable challenges that life presents. A Stoic man approaches love with patience and resilience, understanding that it is not just about the initial spark or the butterflies that come with newness, but about the strength and endurance built through years of shared experiences. Time has a way of revealing the true depth of a relationship, testing both partners in ways that can't be predicted, whether through hardships, changes, or everyday challenges. But rather than viewing these tests as threats to the relationship, a Stoic man sees them as opportunities for growth and strengthening the emotional bond. It's in these moments when life feels tough and unpredictable that love has the chance to become more grounded and steadfast. As the Stoics believed, what stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the obstacles we face together don't break us. They build us, provided we face them with a mindset that is focused on growth and resilience. A man who embraces Stoic principles doesn't expect perfection from either himself or his partner. Instead, he understands that love, like anything worth having, requires constant effort, dedication, and the willingness to adapt. It's not about holding on to unrealistic expectations of flawless love, but about growing together, learning from mistakes, and supporting each other through life's ups and downs. This type of love isn't defined by perfect moments or constant excitement, but by an unwavering commitment to one another's well-being, even when life gets difficult. When a Stoic man says that he loves you, he's not just referring to fleeting emotions. He's speaking of a love that is rooted in understanding, respect, and a shared journey through life. For example, even after many years together, he continues to choose you every day, not because it's always easy, but because he values the bond you share and is committed to nurturing it for the long haul. In modern relationships, it's easy to become disillusioned by the idea that love should always feel passionate and effortless. Society often glorifies the early stages of romance, portraying them as the ideal. But the reality of lasting love requires far more than just initial chemistry. It requires resilience, patience, and a willingness to grow through challenges together. Just as Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot control, true love involves understanding that both partners are ever evolving. We change as individuals over time, but if we continue to show up for one another and prioritize the relationship, love can deepen and flourish. A Stoic man knows that love tested by time isn't about perfection. It's about endurance, mutual growth, and an unwavering commitment to the journey, no matter what obstacles arise. By embracing this mindset, you too can foster a love that stands the test of time, one that becomes stronger and more profound as you navigate life's challenges side by side. Time will always be a test for love, but with a Stoic approach, you and your partner can face whatever comes your way with confidence and a deeper emotional connection. You've just gained valuable insights into how love can grow and develop over time. If you're ready to apply this Stoic approach, leave a comment with the tagline, "Love grows stronger over time." Share how you're applying these principles in your relationships. Keep going. You're on your way to powerful growth and transformation. Number 8. Integrating Stoic principles with real love. When you integrate Stoic principles into love, you build a relationship based on wisdom, integrity, patience, and resilience. Love then becomes more than a mere emotional reaction. It turns into a stable foundation that allows for deeper emotional connections. A man who embraces Stoicism brings not only affection, but also emotional depth and consistency to the relationship. In a world where emotions can overwhelm us, Stoicism teaches that love isn't about being swept up in fleeting passions. It's about maintaining balance, peace, and consistency, especially when life presents challenges. A Stoic approach to love provides clarity and a sense of reason, allowing both partners to approach the relationship with grounded commitment rather than simply reacting to emotions. Real love, from a Stoic perspective, is about much more than the highs of romance. It involves commitment, mutual growth, and the ability to face hardships together while maintaining the bond. Stoic love is resilient, steady, unwavering, and constant even when life seems to disrupt the peace. A Stoic man doesn't allow emotions to cloud his judgment in times of difficulty. Instead, he stays focused on what truly matters: his commitment to the relationship, his personal growth, and the bond with his partner. With Stoic love, what starts as an emotional connection becomes a long-term, evolving journey, growing stronger and more meaningful over time. Modern Stoicism teaches that love is not just about passion, but about enduring commitment through life's challenges. It echoes Marcus Aurelius's idea that the obstacle is the way, which suggests that difficulties are not to be avoided, but embraced as opportunities for growth. In a relationship, challenges serve to strengthen the bond. A Stoic lover doesn't seek the easy path. Instead, he views each challenge as a way to reinforce his dedication to his partner. This mindset encourages both partners to grow together, learning from experiences and using them to deepen their emotional connection. Stoic approach to love doesn't aim to eliminate conflict, but to navigate it with wisdom and patience. It doesn't expect perfection, but promotes facing struggles with clear heads and open hearts. This resilience allows couples to meet obstacles not with fear or resentment, but with mutual respect and understanding. Stoic love becomes a process, an ongoing journey where both partners are dedicated to each other's growth and happiness. For example, a man who practices Stoicism isn't quick to make decisions based on emotion. He takes time to reflect, making careful choices for the long-term well-being of the relationship. When challenges arise, he remains patient, calm, and thoughtful, prioritizing the health of the partnership. His love is not driven by short-term passions but by enduring qualities of respect and commitment, creating a stable foundation for the future. In modern Stoicism, we realize that love is an active practice, not a passive experience. It involves continuously striving for virtue and supporting each other through life's trials. By integrating Stoic principles into a relationship, you foster an emotionally secure, purposeful connection that encourages mutual growth. When a man demonstrates wisdom, patience, and integrity in his love, he's not simply acting out of fleeting affection. He's creating a relationship that can withstand the test of time, a true reflection of Stoic love, a shared journey where both partners evolve together side by side. To wrap up, understanding a man's true feelings goes beyond his words. It's about recognizing the consistency and depth in his actions. Words like forever, safe, and us symbolize a love grounded in trust, commitment, and emotional maturity. These Stoic secrets show us that love isn't just about passion, but about making deliberate choices every day to nurture the relationship. By applying the principles of modern Stoicism, We create a love that endures and grows stronger over time. So how can you bring this kind of love into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic in Your Life for more insights on living a purposeful and fulfilling life.